Los Angeles County prosecutors charged 40-year-old Eduardo Sarabia with sexually assaulting two women in his white 2015 Ford Transit van. Now, this van was described as a grape dungeon on wheels. And last week, Eduardo was arrested at gunpoint along Highway 39 when a sheriff deputy heard a woman inside his van screaming for help. Other reports say that Eduardo is a reported undocumented migrant from Mexico, and that he has allegedly assaulted two women over the past 2 days, on May 12th and May 13th. According to the deputies, Eduardo would offer his rides to his victims under the pretext that he was camping in the San Gabriel Mountains before taking them to an area with no cell phone signals off mile marker 21 on Highway 39. Now, see, one thing my grandma used to tell me, the Lord might not be there when you want him, but he gonna always be there on time. Now, this officer that night was this lady's guardian angel, because had he not went over there and investigated what was going on in that van, that woman would be good as gone. Now, she was 26 years old, and they said he had her up in there at knife point. And I just want to read y'all some of the things that they found in this maniac's van. Now, they said when they opened the door, there was an overwhelming stench coming out the back of the van. Now, some of the things that they found in there were condoms. They found, this article says Christmas presents, toys. They found a motorized scooter, a mattress stained with bodily fluids. They found multiple cell phones and thumb drives. So they were saying that they suspect that he was recording these actions that he was doing on these women. Also, they found a small pair of shoes, and they said that there were some small splatters of blood on the bottom of the shoes, and beside those shoes was a pair of small pajamas and multiple pairs of women's underwear he had tucked into the crevices and the corners of the van as well. So they were saying that possibly he was taking the women's underwear as like little trophies. And also they found a shovel, beer. He had added locks to the outside and inside, and he had ropes and all kind of little stuff. So just based on what they found in that van, I think it's safe to say that he had more than two victims. And unfortunately, it sounds like that some of his victims might have been children. And the fact that he had a shovel in there, but he's where he needs to be right now. And he's sitting in jail with no bond. And they say his next hearing will be in June sometime. So, and I'm just tell you though, if somebody approaching, I know that he was approaching these women and offering them rides, and I don't know if they got into his car voluntarily or not. I wouldn't. Now getting in somebody's car, a stranger's car, I don't care if it's a man or woman, because the way they're doing right now with this sex trafficking and stuff, they have women working with the traffickers. The women lure you into vehicles and stuff. So the best thing, women and men, don't be accepting no rides from nobody, no stranger, especially if they coming approaching you in a van. Because baby, if I be sitting in a parking lot and somebody pull up beside me in a van at the grocery store, I'm gonna go park somewhere else. And I'm not trying to judge people with vans, but I gotta choose me. I gotta choose me. And me and my sister talk about this all the time. If somebody come up to me and put a knife to my throat and they trying to make me get in their car, you're going to have to slice me right there. You have to drop me right where I stand, because the moment you get in the car, you gone. They put you in that car, get you in that car. They trying to get you off somewhere where nobody hear you screaming. Because I'm telling you, like, and I know it's easier to say this, than to being in a situation where you're under distress. But I know me. One thing about me, I know my mouth is my head gonna be cocked back, and I'm gonna be crowing like a rooster. I'm gonna be hollering and screaming, and he probably gonna get mad and just he probably gonna get mad at all that hollering. But see, don't get in no vans, people. Don't get in no cars with these people. Don't be asking people for rides. And if somebody come up on you, hey, you have to do what you got to do right here. cannot imagine having somebody taking me down a dirt road or taking me out to some national park and just doing whatever they want to do. You know, it's dangerous. And look, when I was reading this article, this is another article that was right below this article. And this is crazy because this one happened on May 6th. Which was like a couple of weeks ago. Now this guy is Marvin Lopez. Now he from Guatemala, and it was the same kind of situation. He had him a white van, and he was out there cruising the streets, and he come across an 11-year-old girl. And they say he jumped out the van and grabbed up and put her in the van and automatically started, assaulting her right away. And then her mom found her and she started banging on the van. And then he jumps out the van and run into an apartment complex. But they apprehended him. She called the police and the police apprehended him. And then they found out that he was an undocumented migrant from Guatemala. And see, look, these are the charges. I found the charges that they had on him, and these are the charges. And look, I promise you, I'm not picking on migrants. I'm not. I'm not picking on. I don't. As long as I don't have no problems, but people need to come over here, like in the right way, so that people can know who you are. And like I said, it's not about migrants committing crimes because we have this going on from within. We have Americans doing some of these same things from within. But dang, it's like we already dealing with so much craziness, and then it's like now we have people just coming from everywhere and doing stuff like this, and it's crazy because you don't know who these people who the people are. And even this man, like I was watching the news the other day, and this guy from Turkey, now it's not funny because this guy done paid the cartel, this guy from Turkey, he done paid the cartels $10,000 to get him over here illegally. Now he's coming over here illegally. Even this man was saying that he's scared for the U.S. because of how easy it is for these people, and you don't know who they are. And America has a lot of enemies, and I'm not saying that America has not been in a lot of people's business, but still, there's people that hate America that comes in that are coming into just walking into the U.S. They paying some money and then walking into the U.S. I want to let y'all hear what this man said.
Spoke English, who said he sold everything he had to get here to the United States, and he also expressed shock at how easy it was for them to just walk across the border into the United States without any resistance, and he said Americans should be worried about who's coming into the country. Take a listen. Did you have to pay a cartel?
Yes.
How much?
Around 10,000.
10,000?
Yes. In fact, the American people is right, completely true. Who come into this country, they don't know. Well, okay, I'm good, but how if they're not good? How they're killer, psychopath, else? No guarantee of that. Why, like no security, no security check, no background check.
No security check, no background check. You're worrying about who's crossing the border?
Yes. Of course, me, because I'm like, people are not look normal.
And I asked that guy from Turkey. He told me it was a 24-day journey, and some of the places he traveled through included Qatar, Dubai, Egypt, South Africa, and Brazil before he even got to Central America or Mexico.
And you see what I'm saying? Now you have migrants that are scared of other migrants. How are you going to have migrants scared of the country that they're seeking refuge in, sitting up there saying that they're scared because of other migrants coming in? But you part of the pack. You are part of the pack, sir. Like, we don't know you. I'm just like, it's crazy. And we really need to government, everybody's just pointing fingers at each other. Nobody wants to come, in the middle and just come up with solutions, because, the immigration is just one of the things, which it's a serious issue. But if, we can't come together, can we not just come together and meet in the middle? Because it's like, I feel like sometimes I really do feel like America is like on fire and it's like going down. I feel like we're going down. And just, it's like nobody cares because everybody is just raged out. And like, what do they say? Everybody just crashing out. You know, it's like, you're a Dem if you do this. You're a Democrat if you. I done been called a Democrat. For some of the things that I've said. I done been called a Republican, a far right Republican for some of the things that I say. I just want reasonable solutions. I just want people that have common sense to meet in the middle, because it's like, God, but anyway. So the district attorney of Los Angeles, he gave a statement. I'm just going to read the last little part of his statement. He says he wants to emphasize that this is an ongoing investigation and there may be additional victims who have yet to come forward, and he urges anyone who has been affected by similar incidents to contact law enforcement and seek available resources. Now, this is pertaining to Mr. Espinoza. Not Espinoza. Why am I calling this man Espinoza? Eduardo. Mr. Eduardo. Okay? So, like I say, Mr. Eduardo is in jail. He clinked. He's behind those bars and he ain't got no bond. His next court date is on June the 27th. And they say if he's convicted, he faces life imprisonment. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So anyway, guys, I'm out. And just keep your head on a swivel, ladies and gentlemen.